There is a problem with active huge pets inside of Pet Simulator 99, and it hasn't really been talked about. So that is why I'm making this video. We're just going to talk about why these things are a problem and how to fix it. Alright, so everybody knows how active huge pets work. Basically, there's just these three huges that are randomly selected, and you can hatch them out of your best egg, and basically they're here for about 2 days, and then they refresh to different huge pets. There's like 10 of them, maybe a little more, that just constantly cycle through the rotation. And this seems all fine and good at first. It's like, oh, okay, well then you have the chance to get a bunch of different huges every single day, and it's just a lot of variety. Well, not really. The main problem that I'm seeing with these active huge pets is that the RNG for the rotations has actually been crap. I will prove this to you in a second, but basically, as you can see, if I go over to my best egg right now, the current active huge pets that are in here right now are the zebra, bison, and the elephant. And those are arguably some of the ugliest active huge pets that are in rotation. There are so many better active huge pets in there, but it somehow managed to be those three. And you may think, oh, well, better quit your whining, it's still a huge pet. Well, no, it gets even worse than that. As you can see, there is this Twitter page called PS99 Huge Rotation, and basically what it does is it just sends out a tweet every single time the active huge pets refresh. So as you can see, if I scroll down, you will see all of the previous active huge pet refreshes, including the most recent one, which as you can see is the one I just talked about. Now this looks fine right now. You're like, oh, okay, well stop your complaining, it's just this time. Well, no. If you look at the previous rotation, it was this one, which was literally the same two huge pets up here, but just swapped with the kangaroo, which again is an ugly one. So then you're like, oh, okay, well still quit your whining, it's still a huge pet. And I get it, I'm very grateful when I hatch huge pets. But this is where it crosses the line. You scroll down to the rotation from 2 days prior, and it's the exact same thing as the one from July 31st. All it is the order was just swapped around. As you can see, it goes bison, elephant, kangaroo, and on the July 29th one, it goes bison, kangaroo, elephant. Like, are you serious? This is absolutely not excusable, because it's like, dude, we literally waited 2 days for an active huge pet refresh, hoping that some people's favorite active huges would come into rotation, and it literally just was the exact same. The RNG seems to just be messed up, and I don't know what they could possibly do about this. Then, if you look down to the July 27th rotations, it's literally the exact same huge pets as it was in the July 29th rotation, except the bison was swapped out with the fluffy cat. And I will admit the fluffy cat's one of the better ones, I will say that, but mixed in with these two delinquents, hell no. I will give them credit though, the rotation before that was pretty good. It had the mermaid cat, the bison, which is kind of mid, and then the shadow dominus. Then even before that, it was still a little mid. Like, all of these have been pretty mid. Except for this one, which has the Pwnedbloxx, which as y'all know is my favorite active huge pet. And then this one as well was all new, and just everything was nice, bright, and colorful with the bee, the koi fish, and the fluffy. This one also was really good, as you can see. Pwnedbloxx in there, and then also the crocodile for some color. I do notice, though, that a lot of active huge pets show up very, very frequently, and more frequently than they should. Like, the bison is the main offender of this. The bison is literally in almost every single huge rotation, no doubt about it. I have no idea why it is. I don't know if the developers programmed it to be that way. Elephant is in a ton of rotations, too. As you've seen, zebra's in quite a few, the kangaroo's in quite a few. And some of these are not in rotation that often. Like, giraffe doesn't come into rotation often, Pwnedbloxx doesn't come into rotation often, shadow dominus doesn't, I mean, the mermaid cat doesn't. There's so many that don't come into rotation, but as you can see, this has just been, like, complete tomfoolery since the 27th. As you can see, this one, then literally these two back to back, and now we have this one. So yeah, don't know what the RNG is doing with this one, but now we have to wait a full day until the active huge pets rotate again, and hopefully we'll get a good rotation with like no bison in there. Seriously, I will be so happy once that bison disappears. It has been in there for way too long. I think the developers just tried to put it in there as much as possible because it's like one of the newer ones and they just, want more people to get it. But I mean, come on, the Pwnedbloxx is really new too, and it doesn't have as much. This is also one of the main reasons that a lot of the active huge pets are falling in price more than the others. As you can see, if I look at the elephant, it is at 52 million. But if I look at the Pwnedbloxx, it is at 57 million. And also some of the other offenders like the bison and the kangaroo are pretty low as well. As you can see, 53 for the bison. I don't know how it's that high right now. That doesn't make any sense. And then also the kangaroo at 52. So yeah, by those active huge pets being in there more, it is kind of killing their value a little bit, which is kind of sad to see if I'm being completely honest. But I guess it's giving more people an opportunity to make some quick gems, which I guess is the good side of this. But I mean, still, dude, fix your RNG. Now, RNG is RNG, and it's going to do what it's going to do, but I think the devs do play a huge role as well in what the active huge pets are for the next couple days, because there's this one active huge pet that literally has not been in rotation for over 100 days. No way did the RNG skip over that huge pet for over 100 days. There's just, there's no way. So yeah, that's all that's really going on. Hopefully the devs kind of find a solution to this or whatever, because multiple people have expressed their thoughts and they're like, dude, why are we getting the same huge pets every single time? You know, it's not really fun if we get the same ones. You know, mix it up every once in a while. But anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.